Hello and welcome. I am Raziel. How are you all today? I hope you're doing well, and I hope it gets better for you. It has been a lovely sunny day here. Bit of rain, but it's Britain. What can I do except wear sensible clothing? Now, well, everyone is now talking about the second wave, the Neo Geo AES Plus, and I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of excited to see what they bring out because they are really showing what the Neo Geo could do. It's not just the fighting games. Yes, there are a lot of fighting games, and that is what it's most commonly known for. However, they have done a very good job of showing non-fighting games. Half the other games, I think it was actually more than half, you had Magician Lord, Shock Troopers, Polestar, Metal Slug, Twin Star Sprites, and, Big Tournament Golf. That's 6 out of 10 games that were not fighting games. So they really want to sort of push that it's not just a fight. It's a console for everyone, basically. And I think because we saw Polestar, we'll probably see Blazing Star and some other shoot 'em ups. We'll probably see Nam coming, Nam 74, and I think we'll see that one being a very early release for the original Neo Geo AES Plus. And I think we'll probably see a couple more arcade exclusive ports as well. I believe, I might be wrong. Shock Troopers was an arcade exclusive, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Always willing to learn. But what I want to talk about in particular today is because we got Metal Slug, right. It was the first game I pre-ordered, as I said I would, because I love the Metal Slug games. You can see me just showing you Metal Slug 2 again. I really got to shoot new footage with this, but I really like the girl character with glasses. I think she's amazing. She's just a kind of funny looking girl. I think she's kind of cool. And so Metal Slug 2 or Metal Slug X, I think that is the problem player may have. Now, when it comes to collectors and people who want the original feeling of the game, Metal Slug 2 may be a massive gamble for Playon. Because it's considered the worst for many reasons, okay? It's not a bad game to play, it's just the frame rate drops rapidly, it can be very slow and cumbersome, and modern versions of this game have completely tweaked all that out, completely removed all the bugs, and done all that. So, if you get the original version, it's going to be a buggy game, and again, this is going to put a lot of people off. People are going to notice the frame rate drops, and it probably won't sell well. However, if they sell the new modern versions and port them over to the AES Plus, you're going to get the smoother gameplay. You're going to get less frame drops. It's going to be a better game to play overall. But again, that might upset the people who are big in collecting and want to play the original game as it was. And I do understand that from a collecting point of view and trying to get that old feeling back. But I wouldn't want to buy a game where I know that happens. It just wouldn't occur to me to do that. I'm not saying Metal Slug 2 is a bad game. I love Metal Slug 2. I think it's absolutely amazing. So, what's the other option? Well, it's Metal Slug X. Metal Slug X is also a fantastic game. I've actually got Metal Slug 2 and Metal Slug X on my phone. Okay, I've got both of them. I played them definitely, and I think Metal Slug X may be the way to go forward over Metal Slug 2. And the reason is because they kind of fixed a lot of it. They fixed the slowdown, there are no PowerPoint sequences, stuff like that. And I think that's good. But you also had extras to go with the game as well. Like new weapons, such as the Iron Lizard, which I think is just so funny to use. You had the drop shot, bouncer grenade, and enemy chase, homing missiles. You had more big weapons, which were cool to use. It's super cool to use. He can become fat, which is cool as well. And there's more POWs and items, so boosting your score. Your score, I should not score. You got new visuals, time and this is one of the first things you notice when playing Metal Slug X over Metal Slug 2 is the first level is at night compared to the daytime in Metal Slug 2. So you got that. There's more new bosses as well. Difficulty is harder, and it very much is. And different enemies, replacements, and stuff like that. So overall, it could be considered a different game. So releasing both could be alright. I mean, it wouldn't be too bad. But again, it does really say to how PlayOn are going to do it. Are they going to do the rework Metal Slug, the working version, which we can get now, or are they going to go back? Now, personally, this is where I'm going to be a bit more controversial because, like I said, I buy games that I'm going to play. I'm not a collector. It's not my you could tell me it could be the best game in the world. If it does not appeal to me, I'm not going to even entertain it. This is just the way I am. I know what I like and I like what I know. And that's the way I'm always going to be. So this is the time where I sort of think, what could be the best option? Metal Slug 2 in its original format, which is, with all this problems it has. Metal Slug 2 fixed. Or Metal Slug X, which is Metal Slug 2 plus extras. I think the best way to do this is to do a cartridge which has all three options. Now, this is the thing I would like to see. Now, the reason I say this is because you get the people who are really nostalgic for the original game and want to play it as it was. Now, people do this, and a lot of people get upset when bugs are fixed and stuff like that. Look at the Resident Evil remaster that came out on the GameCube. A lot of people complained because it didn't have the bad voice acting. That gave it character, I understand that, kind of, but yeah, I understand that. So some people do like to play the games as they originally were and stuff like that. So you'd have that option for them. You'd have the reworked version of Metal Slug 2, which is all fixed, and all those are gone. And then you'd have Metal Slug Extra, which could be Metal Slug Extra, Metal Slug X, with the extra bits and pieces and everything else. You'll be able to have all three. And I honestly think that given today's technology and cartridges, it would be feasible on a Metal Slug game, AES cartridge, because I think it would be more amazing. So I hope I get this right. Metal Slug 2 is a 44.75 megabytes, and did they measure in megabits? Well, it's 358 megabits, 518 Metal Slug 2 is 358 megabits, or 44.7, so 45. And the Metal Slug X is 515 megabits and 64.75 megabytes. So I would say that, given today's technology, it would push the console as well. I think this would push the console, and it would push the limitations of a cartridge if they did that. Though, like I said, it's I don't know. Personally, I would prefer, as I said, Metal Slug X to come out. And if not that, Metal Slug 2, which is completely fixed. And those would be the two options, I reckon. So, like I said, if I'm wrong on any of this, talk down below. I'm always happy for conversations. And I'll see you all again in the next video. And I hope to see you again soon. If you wish to support the channel, I've got Patreon down there. I am going to start reviewing some of these older games now. But reviewing them on the PC for you guys, starting with Metal Slug 2 this week, I hope. Which is going to be the PC version, of course. And so, there you go. Have a good day. Have a good time. There's Patreon. There's my merchandise. The new comic is halfway done. Finally inked. I've got inked the last half. It's looking quite good. I'm enjoying doing this. So, that'll be out soon. Hopefully by August. And there's also Wayland Games. If you're into wargaming, some toys, Lego and stuff like that, up to 20% off. Free delivery off to £20. And there is, don't forget American Dreams if you live in Bath, 72 Walcott Street. And yeah, check them out in between the Yellow Shop, or check their eBay store down below. And finally, Skyforge. Have a great time, and I'll see you again soon.